Hi folks, this is your MWIS Fleeting View into the weekend in association with Petzl. Friday's chart first of all, and we're in a broad warm sector in between a set of fronts, and as befits this sort of pattern coming in from the Atlantic, we've got some very mild air that's across the country, and that will be above freezing point by a good few degrees, even up to the highest summits. A damp and murky atmosphere as well coming in from the west-southwest, so lots of low cloud across the hills from lower elevations upwards in western areas and shrouding the hills pretty extensively even further east. Drizzly, damp conditions, some more persistent rain across western Scotland coming in on that strong wind. A really unpleasant day then across most of the hills. Wind speeds will be gale force from moderate elevations upwards and over the higher tops, 60 or 70 miles per hour or more, and some powerful gusts in places downslope toward the eastern side of major summits. Eventually we will start to see a cold front approach from the northwest, which will start to drop temperatures at least across Scotland into the weekend. By Saturday daytime, that cold front will have slipped southwards across England and Wales and then becomes fairly slow moving, a relatively weak feature as it encounters higher pressure, but still giving a zone of rain, drizzle and low cloud, likely most persistent into North Wales. For the Lake District there may be some drizzly rain around for a time, but if anything you're just to the north of that front, so somewhat drier conditions here, but still cloud shrouding the fells most of the day. Further north, the air mass is chillier, with temperatures below freezing point across the Scottish mountains, the freezing level ranging from around 700 metres in the north to around 1,000 metres near to the central belt, and we'll see some snow showers coming in across the mountains, most frequent in western Scotland. A few of those pushing eastwards across the Highlands, but more often dry, with some higher cloud breaks toward the eastern side of the Cairngorms, for example. It's a windy day for all once more, with speeds gale force across most of the tops throughout the day. Strongest in Scotland over the high tops 50 or 60 miles per hour, England and Wales nearer 30 or 40 miles per hour. Taking that story onwards into Saturday evening and night, and we continue to see further rain, drizzle and low cloud feeding in from the west and snow showers over the Scottish mountains. It remains windy and it'll stay windy all the way through Sunday as well, I'm afraid, with gale force winds over the tops throughout. The main change on Sunday is as that frontal system starts to wriggle its way back northwards again, that persistent rain develops across Cumbria and also into west and southern Scotland, and that's falling as snow over the mountains fairly persistently, especially into the afternoon as that front pushes northwards. That will be mostly rain up to mid-elevations and will gradually turn wetter, most likely higher up by Sunday night. But during the daytime, a persistent snowfall is likely over Scottish mountains, giving whiteout conditions, so do be aware of that as that sets in. That front eventually starting to push back northwards, and that will tend to lift the freezing level as we go into Sunday night. A degree of uncertainty of how far that goes, but it more likely leaves some milder conditions across the country into Monday. Pretty wet across western Scotland, some snow confined to northern tops, and generally mild, damp and drizzly conditions across many western hills, even through England and Wales into the start of the new week. All your local information can be found, as always, on our website. That is your MWIS Fleeting View in association with Petzl.